Hey guys, so the progress on the OneWheel has been pretty steady. I got the rails done, so we're going to talk a little bit about the rails and about the mounts and how are the different ways you can manufacture those and mount those on the OneWheel. So first things first, these are just regular aluminum rails that I got cut. There's a cut in the middle, and then there are 3 holes. One is, I think, 12, and the other 2 are 10 mm, just like the real OneWheel. And then the difficult part is getting these mounts done. And obviously, I didn't make these at home. I got this made by my very good friend who does aluminum stuff. We sat down one day and we discussed about the different possibilities and the different ways we can mount these tubes to the tire. Now, if you're sitting at home and wondering, I don't have an access to a workshop, then what you can do is just get regular rails of any size, basically. Drill a hole in the middle and just attach this nut that comes with the OneWheel to the OneWheel. So just get a rail and attach it with this nut, and that should just work fine. But we decided to go and make it look exactly like the OneWheel. So we searched for rails which had the exact dimensions of the OneWheel, and then we wanted to mount it just like the OneWheel is mounted. So let's talk a little bit about why we did this and how we did this. So if you noticed, this is aluminum, but this is stainless steel, and this is really thick. I mean, these are sturdy and these are heavy, right? The reason we went for steel on this one is because this thing would be carrying the whole weight of the rider, because this is going to screw in like this, and then the rails are going to attach to this, and we're going to attach it in a moment. And then when you step on the rails on either side, the weight is going to be transferred to this middle nut here, and that's going to carry all the wheel through the axle. So that's the reason we wanted these to be really thick. And the important thing here is precision. I mean, I could never make these at home. So these holes, just look at them, these are exactly the same size. Even if there's a little bit of misalignment of 0.5 millimeter or 1 millimeter, then your wheel is going to be lopsided, and you're not going to get the straight flow that you expect or that you want from your OneWheel. So that's why these have to be exactly machined to precision. And also these nuts, no pun intended, these are welded directly onto the stainless steel, and that's another reason we went for stainless steel, is because these nuts were made of stainless steel. So you can see that the weld job is not exactly pretty, but that was not the point. The point was to get them aligned exactly similar to each other, and you can see that they're exactly in the same position. So I'm going to show you how this is going to mount and what's our theory behind mounting these. So the first thing is to get this mounted here on either side. And once this is flat, you kind of attach this to here, the rail. And then these nuts go on top of this. Now these are not pretty again, these are like hex nuts, regular hex nuts. But I'm trying to get the flathead screws so that this is just flush with the surface and it just looks like the real thing. And I'm not going to tighten them all the way. This is just to show you how the mounting is going to be done. And this is exactly how it's going to mount, and you can see the axle is free. Now if you're wondering how I got these exact rails like the OneWheel, even though the OneWheel company is keeping everything really secret, so an easy way to get around that is actually look at the stickers that they sell for the rails. And the stickers kind of just mount onto the rails. And then if you get the dimensions of the stickers, you know the length and the width. And then you can estimate what your angle of cut is going to be. And then that way you can fabricate them exactly to look like the OneWheel. And so far, I'm really happy with the progress. I think we're almost there, at least this structural and mechanical assembly wise. And I think that's not really the difficult part. I think the difficult part is the electronics. And for those of you who are really curious and excited like me, I just want to talk a little bit about the electronics. So this is the VESC that you can see I've connected to my computer and my power supply, and then this is the Arduino that is also connected to the VESC, and then this is the gyro, which is going to sense like the movement in the Z direction. So I've been testing it out lately. I've been seeing how it connects with the VESC and how it responds, and I think I've got like 80% of it figured out, but there's still a lot of work to do. There's still real life testing to do once the actual structure is ready, and then as you all know, things in real life can be extremely different to how they perform on the desk, and so that tuning and that fine-tuning could actually take the longest amount of time. In case you're wondering what this shiny stuff is, that's the velostat. The black stuff is the velostat, which is a pressure sensor. So this is going to be making the pads of the OneWheel, which is going to know when the rider is on it and when to switch it on, just like the real thing. And this is just copper conductive tape. The velostat is kind of sandwiched in between it. So once you press on that, the resistance of the velostat decreases. And then there's a couple of resistors that take the current to the Arduino, and the Arduino knows that something is on it because the resistance has decreased once you step on it. And then obviously we're gonna tune it according to our weight, but that's still a short while into the future. But I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. So I'll see you next time, hopefully with the enclosures done and the whole assembly of the OneWheel done, and maybe a little more progress on the electronic side. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think. Also, if you have any ideas, let me know those as well. See you later.